Hi, artists. Great to see you. Welcome back. I'm so happy to be back with you again. Um, very excited to see you in person again soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Today we are going to learn about a new type of art, and I think that you're going to like it. There's some really, really cool things going on with these artists that I'm going to show you. So first I'm going to make myself smaller, get out of your way so you can see that the type of art we're going to talk about is called found object sculpture. Now, you can probably figure out what this means, found objects. It's literally art made out of things that the artist already found. It's not things they're creating on their own. They're putting objects together to make sculpture. And if you look at some of these examples, you will see that there's a lot of different types. This artist put together a stool and a bike tire to make kind of a windmill effect. This artist put an eye. I don't know if it was a drawn eye or from a picture that he found, and put it on a metronome that goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth like the eye is watching you. This is bike parts. These are handlebars and the seat of a bike, but the artist put them together so they look like a bull's head. That's kind of cool. This artist, she puts together all kinds of things that she finds, scrap wood, scrap cardboard she uses a lot, and puts them all together. These are all things that she found. She didn't create them. And then she paints them all one color so they look like they go together. This, I believe, is just a bunch of stools. And this one's a great example because you don't have to exactly know what it is when you put them together, but it certainly looks interesting. Now, this chicken is cool. You know what that's made out of? Eggshells. The whole thing is a bunch of eggshells glued together to bake a chicken. I just love that. I have more examples for you, and I want to introduce you to an artist named Shigeo Fukuda. He was a Japanese artist. He has passed away, but he focused on putting objects together and putting them together in a way that their shadow created an object. Now, if you look at these objects, I'm not even sure what most of them are. They look like scrap pieces of metal or something, but they are put together so that when the light shines through them, look at the shadow. It's a motorcycle. It is fascinating to me to think about how much work that would be to put it all together to make sure that the shadow looks like something else. Here's another one. Two more, actually. This just like a big blob. It looks like a bush or something. I don't even know. I see some scissors in there. Are they all scissors? Maybe. I'm not sure. It's just a bunch of junk. But look at that cool ship that it makes when the light shines through it. Look at that. It's a profile of a person. And I mean, it literally looks like a bunch of garbage just sitting there waiting for the garbage man to pick it up. But it's amazing. I just think he's so cool. How about this one? Chewy. Look at, these are just feathers and some wire. And somehow he put those together so the shadow looks like Chewy. Chewbacca, if you're not a big Star Wars guy. There's R2-D2 also. It's just so cool. These, I believe, are from the guts of computers, like motherboards from computers. I'm not positive, but that's what it looks like to me. And I made R2-D2. Now this one's a little bit different. This is a sculpture outside, as you can tell. This is also the same author, Suguda, that we were talking about before. When you look at it from one way, it looks like a person playing a piano. When you walk around the sculpture and get to the other side, this is what you see, a man playing a violin. This is all the same sculpture, artists. It's just depending on where you look at it from. When you walk around it, it changes. It's a little bit like an optical illusion, but it actually is a sculpture you can walk around. Now, these are not the same artists. These are different artists, and I don't have who made all of these, but these are great examples of found object sculptures, lots of little things put together. And sometimes you know exactly what the things are. You can see a button here, you can see a zipper pull, but sometimes you don't really know. Are those rocks? Are they shells? I'm not really sure, but they're all wound together with some kind of little string or rope or something. Same thing here. I see some screws, and this looks like a strainer. This is a thermometer, like a meat thermometer that you use for cooking. But I don't know what everything is. It's just cool to look at it. Whoa. I'm looking at this fish first. I love these tacks, kind of look like the teeth. And these are handles of something. I don't know if they're paintbrushes or, oh, look, there's even a little dice. Oh, that's a corn. Like when you eat corn on the cob, have you ever seen those holders that go in the side? That's what that is. That's cool. I love trying to discover what's in there. There's a pencil in there. And look at this one. We all recognize this. You betcha. A remote. And this looks like a rubber band ball, maybe. 2 forks. But you put them together and you got a cute little butterfly. Now, sometimes found object sculptures are kind of hard to figure out. You got to step back a little bit and think about it. When you look at this picture, you might just see a remote, but you got to think about putting all of the things together. What does that look like? And yeah, it does look like a butterfly. Absolutely. Oh, a hairbrush made of pencils. That's fantastic. I love that. And this is a birthday cake made out of tire. I don't think I want that for my birthday, but as an art piece, that is super cool. I wonder what the candles are made out of. Maybe they are just real candles. I don't know, but that is pretty awesome. So we are going to have a task of our own with found objects. Now, I know this can be a challenge, friends, because we all have different things where we are. But you are going to have a task to create your own snowman sculpture with found objects. You can use absolutely anything, and you don't have to do this right now, especially if you're not at your house or you're not somewhere where there's lots of stuff around. That's fine, but sometime between now and next week's art, your job is to create your own snowman. And you can only use found objects. You cannot draw or color anything. Okay? The second job is to take a picture of it and post it, either in Seesaw or Google Classroom. Both second and third grade are doing this. So either in Seesaw or Google Classroom. Oh, fourth grade is going to do it too. Put your pictures posted wherever they belong. So here's my example. I created one. It is not super snowman-y. I didn't have anything to make like the 3 balls of a traditional snowman. But I found this basket, and then this is another little basket. There's like a little hamper kind of, and a basket on there. I put a scarf around him. His arms are way down here, but I couldn't get him in the middle anywhere. I did the best I could. Some shoes, a hat. This is one of my daughter's stuffed animals that I snatched for his face. Yours does not have to look like mine. Yours is probably going to be better than mine. But I want it to look like a snowman. So do the best you can. Find objects. Now remember, friends, it does not have to be giant. You might have small things. Maybe you have a basketball for the base of your snowman. Okay. Or for the head of your snowman. Great. It can be small. Maybe you have a baseball or a golf ball. They can be small or big, but I want you to take a picture like this one and then post it. I cannot wait to see your found object sculptures. So make sure you post them when you're done.